Hello, and today we're going to be doing a polymer clay tutorial, and I will show you how to make all these fun projects, starting with these fall inspired clay earrings, and then this Let It Snow Christmas ornament, and finally these faux marble coasters. So here is the polymer clay supplies list. You're going to want to start out with some polymer clay. I recommend the Sculpey Primo clay, and on every single package of the clay it'll show you how to bake your clay. So for this one it is 275 in the oven for 30 minutes. You will also need some cookie cutters or something similar. Just kind of look around your house. Here's some examples. I found some lids that would make some great cutters right here. You'll also need an X-Acto knife or something similar, along with a toothpick to go ahead and poke holes for, hanging things like the ornament or the earrings. You will also need something to roll, so a dowel, a rolling pin, or even a cup would do. All right, you'll also need some sanding paper along with some pliers. If you're going to make the earrings, you'll need some earring posts to put on the back, along with some jump rings to attach the pieces together. And lastly, you'll need some super glue. All right, let's go ahead and get started on our first project, the Let It Snow ornament. Before I use clay, I'm going to what's called conditioning it. As you can see, it's very cracked right here. Not very pliable. We want to go ahead and knead it until it is nice and soft. You can run it through a pasta machine. You can just kind of keep rolling it and folding it on top of each other. You're just really looking for it to be nice and pliable and soft. And once you get that texture, then you can go ahead and start cutting. So here I am cutting the snowflake, gently pushing that out. I'm using that toothpick right there to cut the hole so that I can string it up later. And I'm also making a little bead to go on top. Just make sure that you poke a hole through the bead before you bake it. Here's just a little extra thing I'm doing. You don't have to do this. I'm just cutting out a little shape here, and I have these letter press, so I'm just going to go ahead and spell out Let It Snow and use these letters to press it into the clay. And after I'm done with that, I'm going to take a little bit of clay glue. You don't have to do that. You can just press it. When it bakes, it will stick to each other. I just like to make sure it's on. And now I'm just going to go ahead and gently pull that off of my workspace and put that to the side to bake later. And now let's go to the faux marble coasters. To make that marbling, I'm just going to take a little bit of black, add it to this white piece, cut it apart, run those through the pasta machine several times, and then also run them together, and eventually we get this nice little marbling here. I'm just going to roll that out and use this nice little round cutter for my coaster. I will do that 3 more times. So I have a total of 4, and then I'm just going to set them off to the side to bake and finish those off later. And for our last project today, I'm going to be showing you these fall inspired earrings. I'm just going to take this white clay and then roll it out, use a circle cutter, and then I'm going to take that and cut that in half as well to make 2 semicircles. I'm going to take this beautiful bronze color and cut 2 larger circles out. Once I do that, I'm going to take the toothpick and just kind of poke into it. I'm not poking all the way through, just enough to add some texture. And then last, I'm going to take this gray color and cut out 2 smaller circles for the top. Next, I'm going to make the leaves for the earrings. I do this by taking that bronze color and making an oval shape, almost like a football. I press long ways on it with a toothpick, and then I just kind of do 3 little slashes on each side to make leaves. And then I'm just going to gently press those on the part. They will adhere once they bake together. And here they are. They look so cute. I love them. Here is everything on my baking sheet with parchment paper. I'm just going to bake those at 275 for about 30 minutes. Once they've baked and cooled down, I'm just going to go ahead and sand all the rough edges out and shape whatever may have gotten misshapen along the way. I'm just going to go ahead and put the string through the ornament, and then I'm going to take that string and put that through the bead I made. It's a little difficult, tight fit, but I got it on there. And then I'm just going to finish off by tying the top. And now I have a cute little ornament to hang on my tree. It's adorable. I love it so much. Let it snow. After that, I'm just going to go ahead and assemble these earrings by using some super glue on the posts. I'm going to take those and put them on the back of that top gray part we did earlier. I'm just taking the jump rings now to attach all the different elements together. Really, this is where those pliers come in handy to make sure you have those. And then I'm just putting those on this little earring board I have so they look nice and presentable. Now it's time to finish the coasters. This is a completely optional step. I think they actually look really good just the way they are, but I did want to add some accents, so I am just adding some gold trim to 2 of the coasters, and the other 2 I painted only half of each. One I did this beautiful coral color and then a seafoam green. It took about 2 to 3 coats of the paint. Now I'm just going to remove the tape, and it has that nice straight edge. After that, I'm going to use that gold pen to add some more gold accents on these ones, as well as give them a gold trim around the edges. Here are all the finished projects. I had a lot of fun making these, and I really hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you find something that inspires you to be creative.